in Columbus from 2010 to 2012, and we are underway. Brad Lambert wins the game's opening face-off and rattled in there by Colin Miller. We are glad you were tuned in here tonight as it's ripped around by Merrill. Turning with it, Nikita Chibrikov played the last game of the season, scored a goal. That was memorable, and Lambert had an assist in that one. Here's a shot off the rush. So minute 13 in, the puck controlled by Carson Lambos. He wears 71. He's from Winnipeg. First-round pick, played with the Winnipeg Ice a couple of years ago. Sandberg snaps it right on goal, and Wallstedt hangs on. Salomonson takes it all behind the offensive net into the zone. Jets with the possession advantage in the early going. Long shot from Appleton, glove down by Wallstedt. That was something else. Watching you call that, Kevin, that was amazing. The Sandberg will rush that into the zone. Dylan Sandberg shoots it from a sharp angle. That goes off a stick and out.
An early chance at working at that.
You're right, it will be fun to see any kind of tactical changes made to the special units. Richie, snapshot, gloved away by Caedan. Now holding it in is Luke Toporowski. His dad, Gary, was a tough customer in his day. That shot knocked down in front. Sandberg is there. Standing strong kick. There's a loose puck. They score. Swept in by Caedan Bankier, and it's 1-0 Minnesota.
Nothing about that goal looks like a power play goal, but it goes up on the board as one. So you can see Lee's first games how they're so not the prettiest or the cleanest power play goal for Minnesota. They'll take it, and maybe some miscommunication and just trying to get organized for the Jets as well. Or their first chance, like I mentioned, Dean Chenault's going to be in charge of the penalty kill, and I'll tell you what, there's so much.
Nemesnikov will follow Velarde, and what a revelation he was last year in the power play. Miller scorches one through. Good kick save by Wallstedt.
Away from finishing.
Jaeger speeding into the zone. Julian rips it rink wide. The loose puck gobbled up and skated the other way by Ben Jones. Over the line. Jones cuts. Jones shot. And that may have grazed off the post. There was a crowd in front of Caedan.
Freshetta Jr. getting a chance.
Barron. Boyd jumps back on. The Jets had one shot on that power play. Vlad Nemesnikov, 37 points last year. Here's Appleton driving and taking it. Miller in tight, low shot, stick save, and that will flip up and over the glass.
Really is smooth, isn't he? He was just caught in the numbers game last year where the Jets wanted to hang on to him. They had 8 guys running 9 guys at times. Really healthy and such a nice little detail. That pass is harder than Nemesnikov makes that look. He's under pressure coming around the back of the net and just puts it right onto the tape of Iafallo just to make the clear.
Now Richie, 44 points with Prince Albert last year, and they score. Daemon Hunt with a point slap shot, 2 power play goals, and the Wild lead at 2-0.
Now that one looked a little bit more like what a power play goal should look like for Minnesota. A little bit more organized on this one. We talked about the Brandon native. A nice pass. It goes from high to low and then right back. Look at that lane, and that's something that has to be sealed off with that stick. So you break a seam and then you get traffic net front. I talked about that a little bit earlier. Minnesota doing a nice job getting into the eyes of Caedan, and this shot off of Hunt is perfectly placed.
The pitch there from Sandberg. Lambos with a bit of room. Aaron comes in, puts the body on him. Jagger gave it back to Morgan. Barron rang it off the goalpost.
What are they doing when they get it? And a nice little pass to Morgan Barron. You mentioned that. Braden Yeager, the 19-year-old, and Morgan Barron rings the bell.
Chibrikov navigates over the line. Pretty good move. Chibrikov shoots right on. Wallstedt staying still and hangs on to it.
Last year for Morgan Barron, that was a career high for him. That close.
Miller winds and rips it. Sent that one just wide. Maybe Barron's someone who can climb up the depth chart a little bit this year, get more minutes. Miller, Appleton, one-timer knocked down and hit Nemesnikov. Nemesnikov tried to bank it. Miller, low shot, score! Colin Miller with a heavy shot, and he cuts the lead. It's now 2-1 Minnesota.
I think that's something that we're going to have to get used to seeing a lot of is number 6 shooting the puck on the power play. You mentioned the shot that he possesses, and this is well placed. Low to the far post, and then none of it probably happens without the traffic net front. Chibrikov and Nemesnikov right there drawing the attention. Just kind of look for a natural progression of guys getting more and more comfortable, making cleaner and cleaner plays. I think also coaches are realistic with their expectations in these first couple of games, knowing that it's difficult to make these games look like they should this early.
There is Lambert, cuts back through center, looking to continue on as Iafallo slams that one toward the goal. Moved to the corner by Wallstedt. Lambert on the near side now, behind the goal. Clarke tried that little stick lift. He's got all those crafty moves in tight. Point pass, Miller, the goal scorer. Sam Fleury with a shot, and it is held by Wallstedt. That went off a stick and wide. Connor Levis, Vancouver, former Blazer and Vancouver Giant, as that one's tipped right toward the net. I'll follow for Winnipeg. Gets caught in a bad change. Gauntz hanging onto it. Side of the net pass that may have rang off the poster. A good save by Caedan. Hunt with a chance, looking for his second, and Caedan with another denial. Back to the line. Clarke now for Minnesota as the pace picks up here at Canada Life Center. Shore, I mean, said Gauntz the last chance they had, it was Devon Shore, number 19. Shore, a veteran of 443 NHL games. Back to the line. Clarke, low shot, bounces, and they score. That changed direction a couple of times, and it's 3-1 Minnesota.
And this one, I think, slid right onto the ice. I don't think that he even realized it was en route. Puck from low to high, a good job winning that puck out of the corner. And then look at the two layers of screens, right? The Jets have somebody on each of them. Look, net front, though, no chance for Caedan to get eyes on this one. Well placed, right on the ice, slides right inside that post. Sometimes it's not the shot, but it's a shot selection, and right there.
Wallstedt, I wondered, I think we all kind of wondered when we see a goalie change on both sides at the last stoppage, but Caedan and Wallstedt continue on, and maybe a chance for Lauko. He'll hustle down, hustling back, Fleury, Lauko shoots, scores! Jakub Lauko makes it 4-1 Minnesota.
They're looking for Jakub Lauko to be an energy guy, a speedy fourth liner that can add a little bit of offensive touch, and this is just a really good job being in your lane, and a shot that probably never should have been taken, right? You shoot it into a block scenario, and usually you're going to be chasing the game down by 3 goals. I know that the result of these games isn't as important as the process for Scott Arniel and his crew, but see what kind of push the Jets have here in this third.
Toporowski, the 23-year-old, looking for it again. Ritchie. Levis is there. Now Bauer wanted to move it back at the goal. Shaw comes to help. Turnover. Loose in front. They score. Jones found a puck in front of the Jets' goal, and it's 5-1 Wild.
Look at Caedan, and he's allowed some goals. Not all his fault, but I've noticed a lot of them have been going in low on the ice, and this one right here, no different. You wait. Jones does a nice job taking what's given. That's just a breakdown way too. I mean, look at the 3 white jerseys and all the blue jerseys on the outside.
Played it ahead and eventually onto the stick of Jones. He cuts in. Jones tripped on the play, and a good stop by Caedan as he denies Gauntz, who had a nice opportunity right there.
Game for Caedan in my mind, and Jets will take a penalty in doing so, but look at this little flip right there over the stick. Boom, he falls back the other way, and Caedan reads that the entire way and comes up with a beautiful save. Keeps it out of the net. Fleury will go to the bench or to the penalty box for his second minor.
Clarke, Chisholm, shot blocked by Mason Shaw, and away he goes. He's got Barron with him. Shaw looking for Barron up front. Good stop by Wallstedt. His best of the game.
Courageously, and it's right there. Boom. Makes himself big, and then onward to offense. He wins a race. Little pump fake, and look at this pass. Right on the bucket button.
And that will creep past Novak and down the ice. Turnover. Bankier with a shot. Caedan with a pretty good save as Bankier stepped into that one. Yeager, Lambert, and Barlow. An intriguing trio to finish this game at forward for Winnipeg, and Barlow shoots and scores. What a release. Colby, Barlow.
In 50 games last year in the OHL. A 50-50 puck right off the faceoff, and Barlow just steps into this one, and he keeps his stick in shooting position right there. Bam! As quickly as the puck drops and hits the ice, it's in the back of the net.
Now pulled away by Raska with 5 seconds to go. Minnesota comes in, and in the first exhibition game for both teams, they beat the Jets 5-2.